Hello. We're going to cut the fusible fleece. This is medium rate. Actually, it's the nicest thickness that I use. I never get anything. Can you see that? It's fusible fleece, machine washable, white. I don't know. It's polyester, and it doesn't tell me if this is medium weight or not. But it is, the brand name is Pellin. Okay, here we go. I don't know anything about any of this stuff. I buy what I think looks good and try it. And if it works, it works. I've not had anybody explain anything to me the way I explain to you. I hope I'm not misguiding you or teaching you something wrong. I'm just trying to be your friend, really. I'm just trying to be your friend. Now, the reason I'm going to go, this is 23, but it's folded over, so I know I'm going to get 46 out of it. So I'm going to go down here to 27 and a half, and you got to make it straight, because, you know, if it's not straight, it'll be too long on one end and not long enough at the other. So we got to make this straight. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you know, you don't have to use a rotary cutter. You can use scissors. My hands are too shaky. But you know, Yahuwah has healed my eyes. Oh, I can see the cataracts are gone. I can see these colors. I couldn't see the colors so well before. And when I would turn on a light, it would be all hazy, so I'd turn on a brighter light, and then there would be a glare. Okay, so this is 27. Oh, it's a good thing I'm doing 2 of these, because that was only supposed to be 13 3/4. And I made it 27 and a half. Okay, so okay, so this is good. I just cut this in half again, and then I can cut them into 3. I'm doing 2 of these. Remember, I was going to use that other material. So 13, it only needs to be 13 3/4. Here we go. 13 3/4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The second one from y'all can laugh at me if you want. I have to count with my finger. 1, 2. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 13 3/4. That means this one's 13 3/4. And it's folded at the top. So you know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to put these 2 together and cut them at the same time. You know what? Saving on the number of cuts you make can do one of two things. It can increase your accuracy, because if you did the one cut correctly and you cut more than one at a time, but if you're off, now that's a different story. So you don't want to be doubling your layers and then be off, because this is going to be 31.5. Always double check and check again your measurements. Let me make sure that's lined up correctly. Make sure it's straight. People, you don't... What's down there? There's a big black hole down there. It's sucking everything off the edge of the table. All right. Now here's my... This piece will go with this other one. Here's my material. Now, I'm still not sure about this. I'm still waiting. I'm ready to double check before I iron this on. I'm going to do some kind of a check to make sure that these are going to be up. Because look, let's use logic. This is the bottom. And if I've got them together, that's the bottom. And it's the outer side. And this will fold down like that. And ta-da! Everything will be upside down. So if you're doing a directional pattern, this is where you can change. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the material on this other side. Okay. If you're not using directional material, skip this part. But like and subscribe if you decide to leave and come back. Okay, so if I put this on this side, I open it up like this. This is my outer side. And this comes down like this. And this, ta-da, will be my outer side. We can do it. We can do directional pattern material on this. When you look down inside, you'll be looking down into your kitties from upside down. I got a dog pattern material I can do too, if you like that. Where's my puppy dogs go? Well, I'll get it later. Sorry. All right. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, this is the side. I'm going to put it just to make sure it stays. Okay, all right. Now, we can get on with our, all right. We can get on with our pattern, my tutorial. Sorry about that. But that was for the dyslexia in me and the beginner and everybody else. You know, Yahushua has patience with everybody. And I know you all have patience with me. You must have to watch me go through these patterns. And I appreciate that. Thank you very much. That's one of the gifts of the spirits, patience. Long-suffering, patience, self-control, love. Now, when you put this down, let me plug my iron in. When you put this down, there's a bumpy side, and then there's a smooth side. The bumpy side is the glue. So you want to put the bumpy side stretched out across this material. See how that is? Okay. Now this is, remember, the whole outside was 31.5 by 27.5. We folded it over, and this is 13 3/4 by 31.5. I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to try to see if I can iron it right here. I don't know if this, is going to work. Oh. Okay, get it perfectly straight. And did you smell that? You didn't smell that, but when I put that iron straight on top of that Pellon, because the Pellon is polyester, it's machine washable, but it's polyester, and it didn't like my hot iron being directly on it. Well, come on. Okay. What I'm doing now is I'm ironing, which is fusing that glue into the material. And it holds the material and the glue together. It fuses them. Well, that didn't work so well. It didn't fuse over here. You want to make sure that it melts. And look, it's not even begun to melt. Now, okay, pardon me for a minute. I'm just tired of playing with it. I wanted to do it, keep myself in the camera and not move the camera around so much. But this isn't working. I have to iron this on here because or it's not going to work. I'm just taking over here to the ironing board And I could sing a little song. Or you can listen to the spammers calling us. I'm coming back. I'm almost through with this. Okay, here we go. Now I got it fused. There we go. See, it fuses to it, sticks to it when it's properly done. Now the next step is, after I've done this side, we're going to find the center of, I need the center of this one and the center of that. And I don't know why, because I never did see in the use of this. But she went like this, and she just made a little bitty snippet there. I don't know why. Oh, wait a minute. I'm doing this wrong. I should be... No, I'm doing it right. And then bring it over here. Ooh, I've got to cut all of that off a little bit. You don't want your... you don't want your... fusible fleece to stick out past your material. This is not something that people will tell you, but the reason you don't, where's my scissors? I was just telling you we can use scissors, but not if you don't have a pair. I'll use that. But if you don't cut that off, you'll kind of lose your, you won't know where your seam is. You'll lose your margins because you can't find the edge of your material. I think I was cutting my material a little bit there. Okay. Goodness. I'll cut that later. Okay. We're trying to find the corner here. And then we're trying to find the center here. So I'm just going to fold this over to the center. I don't know, like I said, I don't know the purpose of this. I went through the whole pattern. Maybe that's something I overlooked. But just take a little snippet off of there, just so you'll know where the center line is. Or maybe it's something I didn't know I was supposed to be checking. Okay. Now, after I've done that, we set this aside and then cut the material for the straps. That's the next step. And I hadn't already, I hadn't checked to see if I have any scraps to cut it out of. The straps have to be, oh, and this is an example. When she gave me the measurements for these, she told me 10 inches wide. Said 10 inches wide, but really it only needs to be 4 inches wide. And that was funny. I had to get my husband to help me figure out why I was cutting the straps way too wide. Let's see, I've got 2 straps here, but neither one of them are 27. Well, you know what? I've got 2 straps here and they're both 27.5 inches wide, but they're long, but they're, I only need them to be 4 inches. So I'm going to cut these. I'm going to leave them the length they are. They're the perfect length. So I'm going to put them together like this. I'm putting them together like this. I'm folding them in half because they're too long to fit on my board. But I need these to be 4 inches wide. Let's see, that's the 8 mark. Line this right up on the 8 mark. Cut 2 inches of it off. Now I have 4 inch wide straps to start with. I don't know if those are good for anything. You know, I do have to take you over there to my ironing board to show you how to do that, but there's one more thing I have to cut out before I can do this. I need 2 27-inch long strips that are 1 inch wide of this stuff. Let me go over here and get it. Wait a minute. Is this my extra? Yeah, that's my extra piece. Can you believe it? This used to be a big, huge bolt. I was wondering if I had any small pieces. I hate to cut so much off, you know, but I'm going to have to just cut off a 4 inch strip. Can you see that? Can you see when I get that close? Okay, good. Okay, this is 4 inches. Here we go. Now they need to be 27.5 inches. Uh, 27.5 inches. No, yeah. This isn't 27, it won't go 27.5 inches. Oh, why did I cut this? Why did I cut this 4 inches wide. I only needed it to be an inch wide. Well, here we go. We're cutting this at 27.5 inches. Aren't you glad I don't play music in the background? This way you can fast forward and not hear the music. Oh, but then you still hear me talking. Do I sound like... Who knows? Okay, there's one, but I only needed 1 inch. So I've got enough for my next one. Hallelujah. Yahusha is remembering that I have another one to do. You know, I'm going to fold this in half and make it easier to cut. All I have to do is make 3 cuts on this, and I'll have the necessary pieces for both tote bags. You know, if you've ever watched any of my videos, I like to mass produce my my projects. Here's an inch. Here's an inch. This must be a little tougher than... Okay, and here goes another inch. See if I do... No, I have to go twice every time. Huh. All right, these are going to go over here with this other project. Good. Got that much done. And this I don't need. Now I'm going to take you over there. So you can see how to make these. And because it's getting late, I'm going to make one for you to watch, and then I'm going to go off camera, make the other one, and take a break. I've had a long day. I've been studying scripture with Brother Mark. Okay, we were studying Revelation. Okay, I'm going to, and we finished it today. And a lot was revealed. Okay. All right, this is 4 inches by 27.5. We're going to take this. Okay, you can see that. Can you see that? Okay, you can see that. We're going to take this, fold it in half. And I know I've done a tutorial on this before, but maybe you've not seen it and you don't want to have to go back and look at it. The only thing I hate about this is it's so hot. It burns my fingers. All right, now we're going to bring this halfway over. Oh, shoot. Don't sneeze. Hold on, I gotta sneeze. I'll have to cut that out. Oh, okay. Okay. We're going to fold this over to meet the center. All the way down. don't drag your iron across here if you can avoid it. Take some of the weight off as you lift it and move it down, because if you drag it across, pressing real hard, you'll actually distort the material, and you might make it longer, make it shorter. Make it not meet the edges. Just don't. Just be gentle. Anytime you're pressing your project, you can't see me, but I'm lifting the weight and just kind of moving along to the new position. I let it sit there, press down, I let it sit there, and then I lift up the weight and move it further along. And then when I get to the end, I give it a real good press. Now, I'm going to take one of these. Are you still watching? This is the tricky part. I'm going to lay it down. Excuse me. I'm going to lay it down, and I'm putting the sticky side down here. No. I'm putting the sticky side down here. That's right. I'm putting the sticky side down there. I'm folding this over it. Now, there's the fleece in there. I'm going to fold this over. Or maybe, I think I'll do better if I fold the fleece side over. No, that doesn't really make any difference. I'm just going to fold this over. And it doesn't quite, because I think I should have cut it a little bit shorter, narrower than 1 inch. Because see how it's not making it all the way to the edge? But that's the way it is. It's okay. I'll sew that down. It's not going to be a problem. It's going to be sewed down. Now remember where I said the bumpy side was going to be the sticky side, where we're going to melt it onto the, it's on this side, so I wanted to make sure we got that melted onto this material real good. It'll help hold it together while I sew it. Okay. We got little kitty cats. They almost remind me of little bunnies. I'm going to take that over to the sewing machine and sew it down. But you know what I've got to do before? I've got to change the thread, because I don't think red thread would look really good on this. I think I'm going to use either black or blue. I think blue. All right. I can't go any further because I have to change my thread, and I don't want to make you watch me do that. Well, you know what? I'll do it in another video. I'll do a video of me changing the thread. Okay. Goodbye for now. Like and subscribe. I love you. Remember to keep the commandments and be the bride.